Alright, man, so we are here to break down your top 10 dynasties that you need to have going into college football 26.
Let it show, give them so. Just tell them I've been on the way again. I've been on the way again. Yeah.
I repeat, this is the top 10 underdog dynasties that you need to have going into college football 26. All right, so you know me. I like to, you don't. If you don't know me, I'm a warm you up to me. We like to go with the underdog. We like a good story. We like somebody who wasn't supposed to be in there. They made it. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Let's get into it. We're gonna go with Tulsa. All right, so their uniforms, I do like their uniforms a lot. They got the blue and the gold, nice and sleek. We can take a look at the stadium. I've been on this field quite often. You got the H.A. Chapman Stadium. It's pretty accurate. I mean, not that accurate. There's a lot more going on behind, but it's pretty accurate. UTSA should be your number 2, and I'll show you why in just a second. This is in San Antonio. They have decent jerseys, a little bit of blue, not too bad, not too shabby. They got the all white and a little bit of orange. If you want to make some orange, you see the shoulder, nice little detail there. And they got the black. Ooh, and this is why I say they are a good pick at the beginning of the game. Look at that. You're in a full-fledged stadium in a dome. You see that dome? Like, come on. There it is. Look at the fire that comes out. It's not the best dome. It's not the biggest dome, but it's a dome. Look at that. They look pretty cool coming out. This stadium is pretty large, and it is a closed dome ceiling. This is pretty dope. I don't know what team this is. Maybe a soccer team, or I'm not sure. I'm not sure if this is for a soccer team or what, but number 3. Love them. We're going to go with the San Diego State Aztecs, and I'll show you why in just a second. Look at the fits. Boom. They got the little Aztec, I don't want to say little, they got the Aztec design, the tribal design within the red. And then they have the reverse. They have the white version of that. See them, they're coming out the stadium. Okay. And you see it looks like a professional stadium. You know what I'm saying? Look at the view. You got the mountains in the back, and this is in San Diego. So as you can see, you have the mountains in the back, Stadium's huge. For a starter team, this is a perfect stadium. All right, so for number 4, this is very easy. This is who I had my first ever dynasty rebuild with, like a small rebuild team that wasn't like my favorite, star team. This is my first team I did it with, and I went about 12 seasons. I got so addicted to this. So I should have made them number 1, but we had to throw Tulsa at number 1. But Ball State, man. Their uniforms, they've changed. They have a few. You got the aways. The whites look really dope. I don't know if you guys seen the whites. They look really dope. I didn't know they had the black. Look at that. So let's go take a look at the stadium. Ball State Stadium. You got the skybox, the media center. You see them boys over there eating damn popcorn and whatnot. It's a lot smaller. It's a lot more intimate. But you can make it work. It's gonna be Kennaw State. They have some good fits here. The gold, I love the gold. and then think about what you can mix up with this. Oh my gosh. Let's take a look at the stadium. I'm here for Kennaw State. As you can see, it's very small, very intimate. Not much there. You can see the stadium, the campus behind them. Not very large at all. So I'm not sure what you would be expecting here, but this is, yeah, the win out of here would be hilarious. But yeah, I would definitely put them at number 5. For our 6th pick, we're gonna go with James Madison Dukes. I feel like there's something to these guys. I never played with them, but I kind of want to. I like how their style is. I like their jerseys. I like the look of them. They look like they're supposed to be something in the future. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You see them jerseys. It's very similar to Washington, but I like it. Let's take a look at the stadium. All right. So you see it's a basic stadium, but they do have some height here. You know, it kind of gives you a feel like you are at a growing place. It's pretty well rounded. They got the ambulance over there. Not sure if you can see them boys. Yeah, they got ambulance on deck ready. You would be safe here if you did, you don't want to start your tenure here. Okay, so for our 7th pick, we have UNLV, the UNLV Rebels. I recently found out about a lot of their stuff, and I apologize. Like I've known about them, but I've been asleep on them for a while. This is what they look like. Their jerseys are pretty dope, and you know, a bunch of little combinations you can do. I would actually like to start one. They look official. They play the same place the Raiders play, so this is a no-brainer. This is a no-brainer. Okay, let's take a look at the stadium. We know this is an NFL stadium, high dollar, brand new stadium. This is a no-brainer, people. This is a no-brainer on why we would want to play here. 8th pick, we're going with Texas State Bobcats. I feel like they are new, but they are ready. And yeah, their ranking is a little higher, but it doesn't matter because you don't see them enough on the game. They're too new. You don't see them enough. So, and they're in the SBC. Like, you're gonna just coast through. This is if you want a coaster, this is one of those. So let's look at the jerseys. The alternate all black looks very sleek, very fun. The alternative, the all maroon. The helmets are changing. Great looks. Look at that white and gold, white on gold helmet, fire. The Texas State Stadium. It looks pretty sleek here. Simple Texas Stadium, but it gets the job done, you know? Right, and for number 9, we have UL Monroe, Warhawks in Louisiana. They are a low rating team as well, but I like their jerseys, and I like their vibe. Look at that. Look at that. At the black. Oh my god. It is a little bit outdated. It looks a little old school. No hate to them, but it still is bigger than like a Kennaw State. There's just nothing behind the field goal, which is very strange. You don't see that often, but I mean, I played with them and we were running it up, so I can't complain. For my 10th pick, we're gonna go with Troy. I didn't get to play with them this year, but they were definitely on my list. I wanted to do something with them. They remind me of a team in high school here, and they kind of remind me of the Titans, using the Titans tee. Not too fancy on the jerseys. I mean, they have a few. It's a bigger stadium immediately, but it gives you like a closed-in feeling. I like the closed-in feeling. We like the call-us-in feeling whenever we're, you know, at a football game. We don't want it to feel open. We want it to feel like it's exclusive. Roy's Stadium. Not too bad at all. Very high skybox. where people can watch and, you know, talk about politics and things of that nature. You know, whatever you're looking for, I think Troy definitely has that vibe. They look like they can sustain actual championships here if you were to win. I think Troy is one of those ones, and you can move him out of this conference and really do some numbers. So yeah, don't sleep on Troy.